Hey, it's Nerd Day, and it's time to play Monster Prom. I know what you're thinking. Nick, another video game from over a year ago? Seriously, why are you doing? Well, I have to play this one before I can play the new one, which also came out a while ago. But, you know, who knows? Did I get a notification from somewhere? Okay, so I know what this game is. I've seen people play it. I also know there's a lot of endings to it, so I have not seen all the endings yet. So I'm going to try to do something I haven't seen yet, which will be real freaking fun. So we're gonna play voice interjections, yeah or nay. Why not? It makes no difference. Make your own voices, sure.
Sweet.
Whatever. I'm a one player. First term, second term. I don't know that one. I only know the first term. So let's do first term first. Let's do a short game, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We are on a valid journey to discover who we really were. Right, who am I gonna be? I'm gonna be, this guy. Hold on, whoa, back up there. Am I gonna be this ghosty guy, this hot, she's hot, zombie guy, or zombie girl? They're all hot, holy crap. I'm gonna be this guy. My name is, what? Custom name, here we go. There we go. Can't spell. There we go. I'm gonna use he. Why not?
I can do this.
I could do this. Okay. I had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 whatever, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polygeist? That's funny. 22 maybe? A pretty ghost with an insatiable hunger for all of the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made Gorgon who has a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We will find out. We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yeah, we are. Just in my microphone so I can hear it better. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having a stat better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Okay, which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki, cool cats in town. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of gods molesting a tree, and now I'm blackmailed for what? Whatever I want. A lot more effective. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I've even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Okay. It depends on what I want to go for. I'm thinking money, so I'm gonna go with this. Oh, look at that, money. I'm gonna have so much money. School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare is and deception. Lol. Oh, 101. Learn to read. I can't read. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. No. Nice, I'm so charming. I'm gonna be rich and charming. I think I'm gonna try to go for that. I don't know why, but I wanna do that. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Person lacks tastes. Person lacks taste. Person is a coward. Person is mediocre. Person lacks manners. A person hates the outdoors, or a person is boring. Oh, let's see. Boring. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
All right.
So I know we have to decide where to go to first. So we're looking here. We're gonna go to the library, the gym, bathrooms. We can't go here. The library or the auditorium. Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, as though the muses themselves have descended. Yeah, I was right. Wow, learned to read. Descended to give you a figure to blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Hell yeah. All right. You spot Vera and Polly discussing something. You've got to get in on this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey. What? Are you going to that party tonight at Dale the Mummy's crypt? The dog star has aligned with a Venus or something, so his parents are beings of pure energy for the weekend. He's got the entire place to himself. I might stop by. Yay! Okay, so listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his drink. Now I'm interested. What are you thinking? Laxatives or Viagra?
Ugh,
Gross!
lame.
I was thinking something fun, like shrooms.
Mediocre.
Shrooms won't even dissolve in his drinks, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Yeah, make it something fun, like shrooms. All about the shrooms. Moonroot, it induces werewolf transformations. He'll be a literal party animal. Or, do you want to make him a laughingstock? Use that flower that makes a person fall in love with the first thing they see. You can make him fall in love with a chair or a houseplant. Let's see. What? Am I any of these? Creativity. This one? Shit. Oh, haha! Okay, worked out. You truly opened my eyes. All this time I was trying to humiliate Scott with digestive troubles and persistent erections. But I should have been trying to humiliate him with love. Oh my God, yes! We can make him fall in love with a stick of butter. Or a bag of loose silverware. Or Pammy pustules. No, Scott's too good for her. He's too good for this world. That's why we have to make him worse. They end up making Scott fall in love with Dale's ceiling. He spends all night trying to climb the furniture, trying to lick it. Gain +2 fun, and +1 smarts. Hell yes. Week 1 noon. All right, so now we're going to lunchtime. So what are we gonna do, Nerd A? That's me. Okay, I want to. Let's talk to. This was my goal anyway. Was either to talk to her or get her. So I'm gonna get to what's her name? As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting forks of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When food fork 6-8. Who do we delicate? No, who do we deliciate? Eating, yay, eating. Ugh, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheerleading for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. The problem, obviously, is we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. Vera would think that this was funny. Shit, didn't work. Okay, oh whatever. I got Scott's attention too. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, sports cheerleaders dress like giant steaks and drumsticks all the time. Maybe that's how they look when I'm really hungry. Whatever, let's dress up. Luckily, the school keeps some giant vegetable costumes in the auditorium for health presentations. So you snag it and start cheering. Beets, aggressive. Eat beets, aggressive. There aren't enough beets in the salad. There aren't even any beets in this salad. It's just quinoa and tears on my enemies. Vera's pissed, but she does eat her salad really, really fast just so that you'll leave her alone. Hooray for cheerleading. Okay. So I got 3 potential lovers already. I got, oh gosh. So she's in the bathroom. She's got some stuff. How many monies do I got? I got 7. Let's see what she got.
Stranger.
Welcome to the little shop. Buy some shit. I got shit that'll boost your stats, shit that'll lead you to stupid new adventures, and some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moment. So take a look. Hell yes. Event. Oh, that's either good or bad, right? Too poor for this. So I can afford some of this stuff. You know, good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with an unhealthy obsession. Don't even dare ask how I got this. Oof, okay. Oh gosh, okay. Are you sure about this? You can always use Wikipedia and general idea to still be able to act as if you could read it. Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Corpse. Jesus. Hype station. High school social life is hard nowadays. That hiring PR agent is totally a thing. So this is an event thing, and this is an event thing. Let's do this one. This sounds fun. Oh, my creativity is so high. Okay. Nothing better than the smell of money. Actually, there are many better smells, but you know. Okay. Week 2 morning.
All right.
Here we go. Okay. We have no more monies, but we got this thing. So, let's go to the library. Why not? That day, spent some time in the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea of how it really works. Anyway, you gained plus 2 bitcoins, which actually was equal to plus $2 million, which unfortunately equals to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 monster money. Holy crap. That's a lot of money. Nearby, you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Scott! We have some great power drink the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Oh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it using only your nose. It's called cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. Wow, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink, which definitely means it's cutting edge, like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy drink, 50% protein powder, and 100% raw power. God damn it with these crazy pranks. But before you can do anything, Scott has already snorted all the coke. And he has gone full wolf mode. And now he has basically unleashed and destroyed everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Using your vast knowledge of aromatherapy, you give him a lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine to relax him a bit. Give him a flashy fidget spinner. Not that smart. I'm not very fun either. God, okay. You give Fierce Wolf Scott a fidget spinner. He seems to like it. He tries to spin it, but he's so high on cocaine that he soon grows tired of spinning it and instead wants to write a crime novel. 15 minutes and 5 chapters later, he realizes he could learn Brazilian cuisine. cursive? Whatever. Yeah. And then he forgets Pau de Cuejo, which is preparing in the oven purchased online because he's now into pottery. And now he's doing all of his taxes and your taxes, and he's starting a law firm with a ram and heart, and he's taken -2 charm and -1 smarts from you and is invested in the stock market, and it's gone. You've solved nothing today. Shit. Okay. We're at lunchtime now.
All right.
All right, let's try Ghosty Lady. Scott and Polly are sitting together laughing their metaphorical asses off. Dude, Damien. Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use Violet to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere the toxic version of masculinity which has alienated me from my own true emotions. You sound exactly like him. Okay. You do Vera. I am Vera. I am very smart and my hair is pretty and all of my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay. What about you, Nerday? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions. Look, I'm Polly, look at me go! There we go. I know what you're doing, an impression of me, because you said my name, but oh my god, that sounds exactly like him. It does? Yeah, remember that time you took an impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves? Oh yeah. I did say, woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who was bad at impressions. But I didn't yell like that. I'm sorry. Are you the real Scott? There's 2 absolutely identical werewolves in front of me and I can't tell the difference. Polly insists that smooching contest is determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning in more ways than once. Damn. It's working. I think I gotta go for Polly, but it's already too late.
All right.
It's already too late. I don't know if that's gonna work. All right, I don't even know where Polly could be at this point. Let's go have a rave. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalated so much, but at one point there was like 300 people. Someone summons a demon of nightmare from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Scott strolls by happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of fangled potato chips. Maximum malted meat, double barbecue massacre. Really? Because those look like raw severed goat's head from inside of a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Tasty? Tasty? Does this wonton environment destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is it a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest those goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrible, wasteful practice. Oh no. All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one, assemble an army of unvengeful undead goat torsos, or at an extremely mean blog post. I'm creative, right? What would this even be? Not so smart. Smarts. God damn it. Ah, yes, necromancy, the ultimate tool of the protest arsenal. You dig out your ambitions against Nature 101 textbook and get to the works, but soon. Why are all the goats running into walls and trees and each other? Because they don't have heads, Scott, or eyes. Somehow our friend here didn't take into account. Why did you let him do it if you knew it wasn't going to work? For the lulz, Scott, for the lulz. The lulz here are at your expense, literally. Fangles sues you for unlicensed necromancy, and you lose 2 money and 1 smart. Shit, I have no monies now. It's the morning of week 3. This is not good, guys.
All right.
Not good. Oh, lordy lord. Okay, where are we going? Let's do some gym stuff. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Shit. I should pay attention. Hey, last night I read an article on how money causes pocket cancers in the long run. Do you want to get pocket cancer? Quick, give me that dangerous money you got. Okay, I have no money. This seems terrible. Let's go with this.
Catch you later.
Okay, see ya. See, I'm wise enough to know that the gifts of giving, yeah. Okay, mind control, lesson part 1. Because inside every person, there's a potential serf. Okay, noon, week 3.
All right.
All right, let's go here. Listen, Nerd A, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flask exactly, but the best contents. Good God, are literal flasks of open alcohol openly allowed in this school cafeteria? There are no rules. Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down at the table. Okay. This is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant. Ha! Weak. This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire, and this is literal poor life choices. Okay, but this one has another small flask inside. It has the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut it with the craziness of this all. But think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Okay, get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. The flask contains ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck. I grant my own goddamn wishes. I'm assuming that's boldness. Want to get a dope party started? This flask has ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey, and you make them mate. Well, that sounds fucking sick. I feel like this one is fun, and this one is. Oh, I see. I messed up. Fuck. Hardcore. You can ask for anything: wealth, power, immortality, free pass for the teachers to ignore your behavior forever and let you do whatever the fuck you want without suspension. But instead, you're just gonna drink the genie? It's like you drunk from my poor life choices flask, and I love it. I didn't even know you could drink a genie. You and Damien pop open a flask and start drinking genie together. Definitely just water, but Damien seems to drink so much alcohol and energy drink that he's literally forgotten whatever water tastes like. Normally, you'd say that couldn't possibly be healthy, but fuck it. He's a demon from hell. He can probably do whatever. What a glorious bonding experience.
All right.
Okay. Should we actually go to class? Nah. Who does that? Bathrooms it is. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because respect no authority, okay? I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you gain +0 shits and you gain 2 boldness. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you're rudely interrupted. See, even Nerd A, sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders and with at least plus smarts, is reading Monster Magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray, let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Nerd A, ever since our major success with the Flangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines! No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Muskelbud, the werewolf prince and bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What about our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from the more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring 3-winged capybara on the cover. Lean heavily into warrior part, storm Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one of the aesthetics. One aesthetic of pinnacle monster sexiness. That one it is. I'm not bull! Ah! Yeah, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound attention-grabbing and demonstrating it. Ugh. Oh my God. Hot diggity dog. With that, you're off to the Storm of Monster Magazine headquarters. Get that out of here. Using the element of surprise. Your second favorite element right after nitrogen. Your plan is to empower Monster Magazine's security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office. But unfortunately, you're just a bunch of high schoolers. And even a talented high school athlete like Scott is still a high schooler, and therefore no match with the highly trained security detail of professional bodyguards. You get your asses totally handed to you. I don't feel like warriors. And this is not justice. It sure isn't. Good job, Nerday. You destroyed the Society of Injustice and Warriors and lost 2 fun and 1 charm. I'm doing great. Ah, nobody at this rate. I'm gonna try Polly, but it's not gonna work.
Time.
Yeah.
All right.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Ha! Not a chance in the world, darling. It's not you, it's me. And by that I mean it's you.
Bye.
See ya!
No, wait.
Damn. You're bad at interacting with people. I gotta achieve though. To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a bell. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? Definitely not a very specific reference to something. Classic. I got new events though, I guess. I don't know. This is great. I just got this game and I fucked it so hard. My God. Well, I'm the most diplomatic. I got the most diplomatic smile, and Polly's quote will always be loud like love. Well, that was fun. Not. I will be trying this one again, but until then, those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest invention so far was watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. Damien loved fire, and to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Unfortunately, prison was flammable. Scott became the world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of an athlete he admired most. Now he's back at the high school again, working as the coach. Okay? For those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life. Then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for prom might have ended then, but there was... Minded then. That's an F. I am dyslexic, guys. I hope this is very clear through these videos. But there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we're ready to start. Cool. So, that was my first attempt. I'm going to make this whole series a bunch of attempts. And I might even do a few attempts tonight, but I want to try this second term thing that came out, I don't know when, maybe last year. And then I'm going to do the monster camp as well. And then after that, I'm going to start doing attempts. And I might even have some friends join me on this. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please push the like. If you didn't like it, please let me know in the comments. And you should subscribe if you want to see more of this. And if you want to push the bell because you think it works, go ahead. I don't think it does. But I don't know. Maybe it does. I think it only works if you've been watching that channel. Someone tell me otherwise. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!